In this Teesom video, we're going to walk you through adding a customer, creating a quote for a customer, emailing the quote to the customer, and then finally getting the customer's approval to move forward on the quote. I am currently on the job board, but there's two ways to create a new order. So from the job board, you can create the new order by simply clicking on this button here. And then you can also create a new order from clicking on the shortcut key. The shortcut key will then take you to either new order, the calendar view, the task board view, or back to the job board. So let's go ahead and click on new order. Once I click on new order, it wants to know what customer to use. And in this case, we're going to create a new customer. So I'm going to click on the button down below that says new customer. Here I can type in the company name. And then all the pertinent information. Anything with an asterisk is mandatory. On the account prefix, we typically recommend that you use the first 3 letters of the company name. You could also use AT in this example, or any amount of characters that you want to just create your customer's account number with. Teesom will automatically put a number behind this prefix. Go ahead and select the sales rep, and then go ahead and select the industry that this customer belongs in, and then how did they hear about you. Once you have the information filled out on the Required tab, you can click on the Optional tab to complete additional information such as the billing address, the shipping address, anything related to the money, and then to categorize your customer in the other tab. Let's go ahead and do that now. Now that you've filled out the pertinent information about the customer, a new quote begins automatically. Once you have your new quote open, you're going to want to do 2 things right away. Number 1, you're going to want to put in an order description. This will help you define this order should the customer repeat it 3 to 6 months later. So let's go ahead and put that order description in now. The second thing you can do is on the bar that says Job 1, currently it just says My Job 1, but you can now change that. So click the drop down next to Job 1 to edit the job. Here we can change this to say Embroidered Shirts. If we want to do a second job, we can click on the New Job option in the upper right hand corner and say that the next job that we're going to do is screen printed t-shirts. To add the apparel items to job 1, you can click on the box right here where it says add item to job, or you can use the plus sign at the end of the bar. We'll just click here for now. If you know the product style number that you want to use, you can type that in right here, right now. Or you can peruse a specific vendor's catalog. For example, if I click on Alpha Broder, I now see all the categories for Alpha Broder. If I want to, I can scroll to see where polo shirts would be, and then I can click on that category and just kind of scroll down to find the item I'm looking for. While I'm in the Alpha Broder catalog, if I want to search for a specific item, I can then just type in that style. Let's go back to catalogs. And let's go to Sanmar, and we can type in the K500 here. Go ahead and hit search. It now finds all the different variations of the K500, and I'm only looking at Sanmar product. So I'll go ahead and click on the K500, and we're looking for the white K500. So I'm just going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and then I can add quantities of the various sizes. If these were goods that were being supplied by the customer, I could check the box off here that says customer supplied goods. And this will automatically tell Teesom that you do not have to purchase the goods. Leaving the box unchecked will now alert Teesom that you will have to buy the goods. Go ahead and hit save. Now that we've added the product, let's check out some pricing. If I click on the pencil icon of the price of the Sandmar K500, I can see what my cost of that item is, and then with the markup that's being applied, it's now calculating the retail price for my customer. Let's do a check stock. If I go to the hamburger icon and scroll down to where it says check stock, because Sandmar is an integrated vendor, it's now going to return stock quantities for the items that I need. And as you can see, I have plenty of stock available for these particular shirts. If I click on the stock level option, you can see that my preferred warehouse is the one that it's looking to fulfill it from. Alright, let's go ahead and add an embellishment to this order. Click on the plus sign, click on New Imprint, and here's where we can fill out information regarding the art detail. In the first box, I'm going to leave that option blank and let Teesom go ahead and auto-assign a design number to this art. Here, I'm going to type in a user-friendly description. Think about this as the rule of the design. Then I'll select the imprint location, the imprint type, then I'll select the price list that I want to use, and then I'll add the number of colors, and then if I'm guesstimating at this point, I'll guesstimate what the stitch count is. And I can actually use this little tool here where I can compare the new design to existing designs that I've done in the past. So the new design looks very similar to this one, so I'm going to click on that design to add 5,000 stitches as the guesstimate. Here is where I'm going to type instructions from the customer. So things like add website below the logo in a block font with black thread. Those would be instructions that I would type in there. I can hit save at this point, but I want to use the save and edit option because I want to upload a logo that the customer has provided to me as an example of what we're going to digitize in this case for an embroidery file. This is the logo that the customer has provided to me. If he now says, I want to add the website down below, I can, and I would have put that in the initial instructions. Go ahead and hit save. As you can see, when I added the left chest embroidery, the digitizing fee also came in. If this is not the correct amount, you can actually click on the edit button to now go in and edit the price. If you want to remove the digitizing fee altogether, you'll use the action button and then hit delete. Notice that the embellishment line and the digitizing line both have this icon engaged. It means that it's going to take this amount for the embroidery and this amount for the digitizing and build it in to the price of the shirt. So the green box is what your customer will see as the final price for the shirt. These are toggles, so if I left click on it, it takes it out of the shirt. Left click on it, takes it out of the shirt. If I go into the customer's view right now, you can see that each line item has its own fee associated with it. Let's go back to our order and let's build in those fees again. So I'll simply click on the icon to build it back into the apparel item. And now let's go into the customer's view again. Here you can see that no longer does the digitizing line appear and the embellishment line no longer has a price to it because both of them are built into the price of the shirt. You could also opt to have the embellishment line built in but not the digitizing fee. So let's go back to the customer view for that. So here you don't see pricing on the embellishment line, but you do see the digitizing fee as a separate charge. The customer is requesting a second location. So we're going to come back to the plus sign on job 1 and we're going to click on new imprint. Again, we'll leave the design number blank and we'll go ahead and put a description for the second design. Go ahead and select the location, the imprint type, select the price list that you want to use, and the amount of colors in the design. Finally, the stitch count. Click Save and Edit to go ahead and upload an image. And then go ahead and hit Save. At this point, I'm going to actually delete the second digitizing fee. And that way, there's only one digitizing fee. If I need to up this, I can then go back in and edit it back to the original $55. The customer has also said that the small shirt is not getting the right sleeve design. So I'm going to click on this button here that says All, and if I hover over it, it says All Imprints. And then I'm going to come to the right sleeve image and I'm going to uncheck that. When I hit Submit, it'll now say Some to let you know that this particular shirt is only getting the left chest design. It is not getting the right sleeve design. Alright, let's focus on job 2 now, the screen printed t-shirts. I'm going to do this one a little bit quicker. As you can see, the screen print line, the flash charge that we added, and the screen charge lines are all getting built into the shirts. Again, if you want to show anything separately, for example the screens, you can click on the toggle button here, and now the only thing built in is the imprint charge and the flash charge. We're now ready to email this quote off to the customer. Let's go ahead and view the 3-tier pricing. This is what the customer is going to see. He's going to see that if he gets a standard turnaround time, he'll pay $18.83.02 for the total order. If he goes into an express day turnaround time, he'll pay $21.65.64. And then if he goes to the urgent turnaround time, it'll be $2,447.51. So the express and the urgent have a penalty associated with it. I can actually edit the tier settings. I can switch it to a single tier, or I can change the standard, the express, and the urgent. I can change the amount of working days for each, and then what the penalty fee will be for each. So if I know that this customer is prone for wanting things quickly, I may want to take this to 25% and maybe make this 45%. Go ahead and hit Save. And now let's go ahead and email this off to the customer. Click on the Send option, and here it'll give you the quote expiration date, but you can change it. And then here it's set to lock the retail prices. This is especially important when you're using the integrated vendors. Go ahead and click on the preview and send. And then if you need to, you can actually click in the field here and type an additional message to the customer. When you're done clicking everybody that it needs to send to, attaching a file, and typing an additional message, you can go ahead and hit the send button. Here's what your customer is going to see. This is your customer's inbox, and they see that they have a quote coming from you. Now, it's not going to say me on yours. It's going to actually have your company name here. And then the customer will go ahead and click to view the quote. And then here's where they can see the message that you typed over to them. And then, of course, click here to view the quote. Upper left-hand corner, they can see your logo. Upper right-hand corner, they can see the option to place the order. And then here's a box that if they don't like what they see in the quotation, they can actually click on this option and type in any changes that they want to have made to the quotation. Okay, let's review the quote real quick. So obviously we want our customer to look at all the information that we have down for them. Here it's telling him that he's going to actually pick up the order. And then on the jobs themselves, they can actually click on the icon to pop out an image of the shirt. They can do that as well with the designs. So they'll inspect all the information. Remember that shirt that we actually said we weren't going to print the right sleeve on that particular shirt. So here's where they can see that. And then here's their job too. Once they confirm that everything is okay, they're going to click here to place the order or up here. It really doesn't matter which one they use. And now they have a choice to make. They can use the standard 10-day turnaround, the express 7-day, or the urgent 4-day. Now, keep in mind, this is just how my Teesom is set up. You can actually alter these to have a default of however many days that you want on yours. We'll go ahead and click on confirm order. Now, in my example, I'm actually in demo mode, so I actually have no payment options turned on. So the deposit that needs to be collected right now is $941.51, but my customer has no option to pay me. So I either need to set up with Gravity Payments or with Square. Those are the only two options right now, but we do have more coming. So because of that, I'm going to actually jump back to my Teesom. And oh, by the way, here's the notification that I got once the customer viewed his quotation. So I'm going to use that to open the quotation. And I'm going to take it off a 50% deposit, and I'm just going to change it to due on receipt. So now I can jump back to the customer's order. We'll do a quick refresh. And now you can see it's changed to due on receipt. Let's go ahead and click on the place order and go ahead and confirm the order. So now there's no deposit required. So really all the customer has to do is submit the order. But please understand the payment options allow you to collect money up front from the customer, which is extremely beneficial. Your customer can read through your terms here, and then they can see that you're promising them an in-hands date of 3/15. Go ahead and submit the order. And now your customer just placed an order with you, and this order now appears on your job board. So let's close this tab out, and let's head back to our Teesom. Let's actually go to the job board. And now you can see there's a job on our job board for Access Telecommunications. To continue with this order, please watch demos 2, 3, and 4. Thanks for watching.